Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Davar Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 7th day of July. Here we go. If a person is making a Siyum, that means finishing the learning of let's say, a tractate of Talmud, and that ends during the 9 days, then the celebration of that is just so wonderful. We consider it a Seudas mitzvah, and you're allowed to invite family and friends and have a Siyum and serve meat, even though it's during the 9 days. And eating meat at that Siyum would not be something that you'd have to feel guilty about. It's a Seuda for the mitzvah of finishing that Masechta, and it's a great celebration, and you can serve meat at that meal. And everyone at the meal can enjoy the meat if you choose to do that. It would also happen if you finished an order of Mishnayos, like all of Seder Zeraim, or all of Nashim, or something like that, or if you finished a book of Tanakh, but that would be the book with one of the commentary. Like it could be the whole book of Genesis, of Bereshis, but with one of the commentaries, like all of the Rashi. That would also qualify for a Siyum. Now, it's not right to rush a Siyum. In other words, the Siyum, you would have naturally finished that book probably in October, but you hurried it up like crazy to get it to end just in the 9 days. That's not so kosher. Similarly, if you ended up like way back in April, but you delayed the last 5 words so they would end up in the 9 days, that's also not considered so proper. Anyone can participate in the Siyum. They don't have to be a person that learned all of it with you. Just a friend or family member who's invited to the Siyum, they may partake in the meat along with you. Some don't like to do this, and they say, okay, I know I'm allowed to have meat and make a Siyum and everything, but I'd rather delay it until after the 9 days and have the full-fledged happiness then. That's appropriate. If people want to do that, it's considered appropriate to do that. Also, we don't do laundry during the 9 days. Not that laundry is so much fun, but doing laundry is like distracting ourselves from the feeling of mourning, and therefore it should not be anything you involve yourself with during the 9 days. Try to take care of all your cleaning before the 9 days. So, like, it wouldn't even be appropriate for you to drop off stuff at the cleaners during the 9 days, even a non-Jewish cleaner. Even if you say, it's okay, I'm picking it up after the 9 days, still, just bringing it there and dropping it off is distracting yourself from the mourning, and it's not considered appropriate. During the week in which Tisha B'Av falls, the halacha is that you're supposed to limit the Siyum to just the 10 people that you need at the Siyum and not to make it very large. However, this year it's kind of complicated because the week in which Tisha B'Av falls could have been called the whole entire week. You know, Tisha B'Av falls on a Shabbos and we're going to delay it to Sunday. So is that whole week before Sunday all the way to Shabbos considered the week in which Tisha B'Av falls? So a lot of poskim say it isn't. It isn't, because Tisha B'Av is really being commemorated on the following Sunday, and that whole week before is not necessarily called the week of Tisha B'Av. The week of Tisha B'Av would be more like if Tisha B'Av was on Wednesday, so then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday would be called the week of Tisha B'Av. This year, according to a lot of poskim, we don't really have the week in which Tisha B'Av falls, because that only happens to the Sunday that Tisha B'Av actually is. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.